What's up, everyone? So, if you've been thinking about renting an RV but don't really know what that looks like, this video should help clear that up because between the different vehicle types, mileage rules, and all the extra fees that tend to pop up, it's not always obvious what you're really getting or how to keep it from turning into a way more expensive trip than you planned for. So, in this video, I'll walk you through how to actually make this work, how to pick the right kind of RV, what it'll cost once everything is factored in, and a few ways to cut some of those costs down if you're booking anytime this year. Now, when you first start looking at RVs, the class names can be a little confusing. You'll see Class A, B, C, and travel trailers, but the differences really just comes down to size, layout, and what you're comfortable driving. Class A is the largest. It's that bus-style RV with a ton of interior space, but it's also the priciest. Those average about $313 a night, and they're not the easiest thing to drive. Class B is more like a camper van, smaller, more maneuverable, usually best for one or two people. Those tend to go for about $228 a night. Travel trailers just hitch up to something else, so you'll need a truck or SUV to pull one, but they're also the most affordable at around $113 a night. Then there's the Class C, which is usually the best option for most people. It has that cab cover design, a more open interior, and it drives more like a moving truck than a full-on bus. So if you are planning a longer trip or renting for the first time, this is the one that makes the most sense. And the average rate for a Class C sits right around $214 a night across the US. And what's nice is that those prices really haven't changed since 2020. Rates have only gone up about 4%. So whether you're planning ahead or booking closer to your vacation, it's one of the few kinds of travel where the pricing stays consistent, and that makes the whole trip easier to plan. Now, once you've figured out what kind of RV you want, the next step is locking in the right timing, because when you book matters just as much as what you book. And the best window for pricing and availability is usually around 9 to 12 months out. That's when rates are more predictable and you've still got the full range of vehicles to choose from. The closer you get to your travel dates, especially in the summer or around the holidays, the more you see prices creep up week by week and the fewer options as you're going to have left. And mileage is the other piece to keep an eye on, because most rentals include 100 to 150 miles per day, and anything over that is going to cost between 25 and 45 cents per mile, and that adds up fast on longer trips. Some companies will offer unlimited mileage packages, and those are almost always worth it if you're covering really any kind of distance. And if you don't go with it, just make sure your route actually fits within the limits. Otherwise, you could be adding a few $100s without even realizing it. Now, insurance isn't exactly the most exciting part of planning a trip, but with RV rentals, it's way better to square away early, because while most companies don't require anything beyond a regular license, the default coverage tends to be pretty bare bones. Basic liability is often just whatever the state requires, which can be as low as $25,000. That's not much if anything serious happens. Some companies will try to upsell you on daily add-ons or send you off to third-party insurers, but the smoother option is finding one that includes supplemental liability insurance from the start. That'll bring your coverage up to somewhere between $500,000 and $1 million, and if it's not already included, it only adds on about $10 to $12 a day. And having that sorted ahead of time just makes everything feel easier. Even the pickup process goes quicker without all the extra paperwork or surprise fees, especially if it's your first time renting. It's one less thing you have to worry about. And if you want to avoid a lot of these extra fees and last-minute surprises, the mileage guessing, the third-party insurance, the vehicles that book out a year in advance, this is where Cruise America makes things a lot simpler. They focus almost entirely on Class C rentals, which are affordable without giving up space. You've got 4 sizes to choose from, starting with a travel trailer that has a max capacity of 4 people, up to a 30-foot model that can handle 7. All of them have walk-through interiors, and none of them require a special license to drive. What's nice is that the insurance part is already handled. You get supplemental liability coverage up to $500,000 included with the rental, so you're not adding extra policies at checkout. And if something does happen on the road, your financial responsibility is capped at $2,500 per incident, as long as some basic conditions are met. They also have some good support once you're out on your trip. There's a printed guide in every RV, access to a troubleshooting video library, and help centers in every state and Canada too if anything goes wrong. But once you've narrowed down your dates and route, there are a few ways to keep that total cost in check without having to downgrade the whole trip. The mileage packages are a good place to start. If you're going beyond the daily limit, it's usually cheaper to prepay mileage up front than to play your luck after. If you're heading cross country or just want to stop thinking about mileage altogether, it makes a huge difference. You also want to pay attention to how long you're booking. 4 nights or more will usually qualify for a credit towards an extra day. And if your schedule is flexible, some of the best pricing shows up on one-way trips. The vehicles themselves actually need to be moved between cities, so you're kind of doing them a service, and rates drop way below the standard. Look for these leading into peak seasons or at the tail end of holidays. Now, none of this takes much effort to use, but it adds up quickly if you time it right. So if you're planning an RV trip this year, the main thing is just getting ahead of it. Booking early gives you the best shot at locking in a Class C with fair mileage, clear insurance, and good support if you need it. And Cruise America is one of the easiest ways to check all those boxes. And if you do want to pick up an RV from Cruise America, you can use the affiliate link below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and we might earn a small commission, which helps out the channel. And sometimes we do have special deals that you wouldn't get if you went directly through their website. Also, if you are interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. So hopefully you found this breakdown helpful, and if you did, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And if you've rented an RV before or have any more questions about how this all works, feel free to drop those in the comments. I always try to answer as many as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.